Good afternoon. Imagine, if you will, a world with no smiling friends. You're not going to have to imagine too hard because that's the reality we're going to be living in. Smiling Friends will get 2 more episodes in April and then boom, it's over. And it's definitely sad. I don't feel any ounce of sadness just yet, but maybe it hasn't totally sunk in yet. But I'm also just gonna explain why I'm not upset, and well, you can be too. I don't think you should be. Now, let's not get things twisted. I love Smiling Friends. It's one of my favorite shows I've ever seen. I think it's just so inspiring, so awesome. I love the creators, and it's just a really incredibly special show. So don't think I'm making this video from a point of like, good, I'm glad it's over, because I would love to see more. But at the same time, I was literally just saying this yesterday. I'm tired of seeing things just constantly get run into the ground because there's still an audience for it. I'm tired of seeing the shit that I love or the shit that other people love with companies' hands up their dead corpse asses, just puppeting them around to make some more money. If there's one thing that I've learned on my very small time being on this platform, it's that you can't make shit that you don't feel like making. If you're burnt out, do not make more shit. Start making stuff when you're ready and you feel like doing it. And if Zach and Michael feel burnt out making this show, then they shouldn't have to return to it. I think it's pretty cool of Adult Swim to basically always have the door open in case they do want to return, because I mean, I'm sure at one point there will be some itch to do something again. And I'm just happy that Zach and Michael were able to not only like have the idea in the very beginning to not let it go too long, but also to keep that idea to when they actually feel like it should end. Not thinking like, this makes too much money or we should keep this going just because the animation team needs a job. Because then they wouldn't be making what they want to make. They would just be obligated to keep going. And well, there would probably be more good episodes to come from that. Ultimately, that's just a bad thing. That's not what we're looking for here. I think Smiling Friends could have had maybe one more season in the tank, but honestly, who the fuck am I? And who the fuck is anyone else who thinks that? We didn't make the show. We have been involved with absolutely none of it. So if they feel like it's done, then it's done. It is a little sad, and it definitely is something abrupt, and I can completely understand why people are upset about it. I probably will be in a couple days when it really sinks in, but I am just kind of happy. Even though I think there was more potential, more stories to be told, I think ending Smiling Friends where it is perfectly fine. Whether it be video games, movies, TV, I just fucking hate when it's just constant shit coming out just for people who will gobble up anything that they see with a recognizable thing on it. And I just have a lot of respect for the creators here for fucking sticking their feet in the sand and saying, no, we're done here. I think it's a healthy thing to do for a show, especially with something as special as Smiling Friends. It is so good, it would really fucking suck to see it start going downhill. It's kind of like Dale Earnhardt in a way, just kind of loosely, in most people's heads, he's an absolute racing god, a hero to all. But that's mostly because we never got to see him decline, really. And I think Smiling Friends is kind of the same way, they're just going out on top. I don't really know what else to say, I'm just thankful that we even got Smiling Friends to begin with. I'm glad it wasn't shot in the head by Adult Swim. I'm glad that the creators of the show got to end it on their terms, and no one can stop them. Anyways, I think that's all I've got to say. So, yeah, guess I'll see you.
You kissed your dad in the mouth?
Don't go just yet. The funnies are just beginning.